it's all about the clap back. Get your boss whack, premier's funeral on Snapchat. You now tuned into the bag.
Big plate, big dinner, bitch, I'm a made nigga. Ballin' hobby, trust nobody, me and my grave digger. I'ma have it all, I'ma have it all.
What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fisk. You know why you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Listen, hit the sub button, join this Fisk Unit army, get Fisk Unit tough. You know what I mean? Especially if you're a Ravens fan. Lamar Jackson, one of my 5 favorite players. So I got a habit of putting out bomb ass Ravens content. So if you part of the Ravens flock, you out there in Baltimore, hit the damn sub button. You won't be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, let's talk about Lamar Jackson's most recent comments. You know what bothers me? It's like every other 5 Ravens videos I put out, I gotta defend Lamar. But the thing is, I thought the NFL figured out Lamar Jackson when he got beat by the Chargers in the playoff game. Remember his rookie year? Everybody wanted Flacco, chanted Flacco, this, Flacco, that. Lamar Jackson, they figured him out. He had a good run as a rookie, but now the NFL's figured him out. That was a story coming out of the playoffs, that the NFL called out to Lamar Jackson, right? Then going into his second season, the story on Lamar Jackson was, they got film on him now, they got tape on him now. Defense is gonna catch up. He's not gonna be able to do what he did his rookie year, and he's gonna have to throw from the pocket, all this other, traditional bullshit. He wins the MVP and leads the league in touchdown passes, on top of 1,000 yards on the ground, right? So then he goes into the third year. The NFL, you can't repeat that. Nobody's ever rushed. No quarterback has ever rushed for 1,000 yards in back-to-back seasons. He's gonna have to throw from the pocket more, but whatever. Same story. 25, 26 touchdowns later, another 1,000 yards on the ground, and a playoff win. And here we are today, August 25th, and I'm still doing videos about the NFL figuring out Lamar Jackson. Can we put it to bed now? Can we just put it to bed? You can't figure out speed, okay? When Lamar Jackson cut the corner, that's your ass. When Lamar Jackson get in the open field, that's your ass. There's nothing to figure out. Running the ball, running offenses don't get figured out because there's nothing to figure out. You want it or you don't. Blocking, you want it or you don't. This ain't like nobody ever said the NFL's figured out Peyton Manning. Nobody ever said the NFL figured out Tom Brady or they figured out Aaron Rodgers. Nobody ever says that. But when it comes to Lamar, they preying on his downfall so much that they can't wait to say, we figured it out. They can't wait to say, the NFL's caught up. Bullshit. Let me ask you a question. What you think Lamar's stat line gonna look like this upcoming season? What you think his stat line gonna look like? I'ma say Lamar Jackson's stat line probably gonna look a little something like I'll say about 2,700 passing yards, 25 passing touchdowns, about 1,100 rushing yards, and about 12 touchdowns on the ground. I think he'll have basically the same season he did last year, maybe a little bit better. I think that's a regular season for Lamar Jackson going forward. 25, 30 touchdowns, 1,000 yards on the ground, close to double-digit rushing touchdowns. I think that's his. That he's pretty much shown that's his trend. That's what he's gonna do. How many quarterbacks can do that? Matthew Stafford only threw 25. Lamar Jackson had the same amount of touchdowns as Matthew Stafford last year. And nobody's saying Matthew Stafford ain't that good. 2 years ago, Brady and Rodgers threw 25 touchdowns apiece. Nobody said they was garbage. Lamar Jackson, in a down year, threw the same amount of touchdowns as Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady did a couple years ago. Go look it up. Y'all got computers, y'all got phones. Use them. So, This whole NFL figured out Lamar Jackson is fake news. Ain't nothing to figure out. He ain't hiding nothing. They're gonna run the ball down your throat. Gus, Jake Dobbins, and Lamar, they're gonna run the ball down your throat, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Unless you Patrick Mahomes and you can outscore him. Unless you Patrick Mahomes, maybe Josh Allen, but I'm not that sold on the Bills. Listen, Josh Allen been trashed for 2 years. He has one great season. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, oh my gosh, the Bills are the next big thing. I gotta see it to believe it. If the Bills can have it, if Josh Allen can replicate last year again, then I believe him. He gotta do it twice. I don't believe him. I don't believe in him. I think he's good, but I don't think he's that. You feel me? So it's like the Patriots may or may not be good depending on who they put a quarterback. I don't know. Who's going to stop Lamar from going back to a Super Bowl? Other than Mahomes, who's going to get in his way? Cleveland. Cleveland going to get in the Ravens' way? Please. So it's like, what we really talking about? Now, my thing is, I don't think Kansas City goes back to the Super Bowl. Other than the New England Patriots, when you lose the Super Bowl, you don't go back the next year. Peyton ain't do it, Cam ain't do it, Matt Ryan ain't do it, the Rams ain't do it. It's a whole laundry list of teams that didn't do it. So the Ravens may not even have to deal with the Chiefs. The Chiefs, in my opinion, might have a bad season. It's hard to rebound off of losing a Super Bowl. Normally the team that loses the Super Bowl has a bad year the following season. So, when I look at it realistically, this might be the Ravens' chance to break through to a Super Bowl. This may be their big opportunity. And instead of talking about that, Lamar Jackson answering questions about the NFL figuring him out, coaches figuring him out, catching up to man, stop it. This all goes back to the Baker Mayfield situation, right? Lamar Jackson goes and plays, does a charity event. Oh my gosh, Lamar, you're trying to get a contract. You can't be putting your body at risk. Baker Mayfield, same draft class, same situation. 2 weeks later, does a charity event playing corner or whatever. Nobody batted an eye. Why Baker Mayfield ain't got to worry about his contract? Why Baker Mayfield ain't got to worry about being a quarterback, quote unquote? So, typical bullshit. It comes with the territory when you a Raven fan or you root for Lamar Jackson. It just comes with the territory. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.